very much. First, I will read a statement from the United People's Alliance, UPA, written by their leadership and signed by the chairman of the United People's Alliance and commander-in-chief of the Unified Forces of the UPA, General Pagan Amum, and all the leaders of UPA, General Paul Malong, the Deputy Chairman of the United People's Alliance, General Mario Laco, the Second Deputy of the Chairman of United People Alliance, and also it is written by those of General Stephen Boyrol Nyang, Chief of Staff of United People's Alliance, Honorable Nial Deng Nial, Chairman of South Sudan Salvation Movement, and Dr. Matur and General Henry Uyai. All the leaders of UPA together met and issued this statement that I am about to read to you on their behalf. It is a condolences message on the passing of Honorable Bona Malwal Madut. The leadership of the United People's Alliance, UPA, extends its heartfelt and deepest condolences to the immediate family of Honorable Bona Malwal Madut and the nation of South Sudan as a whole on his passing on November 2nd, 2025. Honorable Bona Malwal Madut was a fearless advocate for the right of the people of Southern Sudan then to determine their destiny. He championed Southern self-determination through his work as both a journalist and a statesman. His conviction that South Sudanese deserve a better status was unwavering. Throughout his public life, he held several leadership roles, but one of the most significant, especially within the context of our nation's current challenges, was his participation in the South Sudan National Dialogue. This dialogue sought to consult citizens at the grassroots level on the key issues facing our country and to pave a path toward peace and stability. The findings were clear and overwhelmingly the crisis in South Sudan rooted in leadership failure. A diagnosis the UPA also recognized. The National Dialogue consultations further reveal a strong call for President Salva Kiir and First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar to step aside as a necessary condition for national reconciliation and peace. Honorable Bona Malwal conveyed these views directly to President Kiir, a message that was regrettably rejected and ignored. We honored and appreciate his courage, dedication, and willingness to raise difficult truth in pursuit of a better future for our nation. His voice, contribution, and legacy are part of the footsteps that are shaping the journey of South Sudan. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Signed by General Pagan Amum, Chairman of the United People's Alliance, Commander-in-Chief of the UPA Unified Force. This was the official statement from our organization, the UPA. What I would like to add really to this powerful statement from the leadership is my own reaction and my own condolences message, which is along the same lines and expands a little bit on the same message that was passed by the UPA leadership. And first and foremost, once again, allow me to send my sincere condolences message Ajakwach Tweet Miadit, Warab State, and Bahr al-Ghazal, Bona Malwal, born in 1928 and died on November 2nd, 2025. He started his activism since days of Juba commercial schools, in which he worked with a lot of other student leaders to make sure that the students were actively protected and involved on the national issues. Not only that, he managed to take those students back to their region when the situation became difficult in Juba. So he managed to take students from Bahr Ghazal to the region and all the students from Upper Nile. Uncle Bona Malwal, in terms of education, he has 2 master's degrees. One of that master's degree, he got it from Columbia University in the United States. And Columbia University is one of top Ivy League school in the US. You don't get there easily. You have to be smart and you have to know your material very well. And that's how Bona Malwal managed to get to that university. And whatever education he got, he used it for the benefit of the entire people of South Sudan and Sudan by then. Bona Malwal and Molana Godonabien Makwaj formed Southern Front, which was one of the first political parties that was formed by South Sudanese intellectuals in Khartoum, Sudan. And that organization attracted and recruited many intellectuals to join them later on, among them Maulana Abul Alier, who joined Southern Front as a part of his contribution towards Round Table Conference. In that situation, when the Round Table Conference came, Uncle Bona asked Maulana Abul to join the Round Table Conference. Unfortunately, the Chief Justice of Sudan by then rejected the request from Maulana Abul to join the Round Table Conference, simply because back in Sudan, and for that matter, you cannot be in judiciary and also be involved on political work. And on that ground, they rejected Maulana Abul's contribution into Round Table Conference. However, Maulana Abul did not accept that. He immediately resigned right then, and straight from the judiciary, he left and joined the Round Table Conference in March 1965. Honorable Bona Malwal is a father of self-determination in South Sudan. He has done a lot to make sure that the people of South Sudan are independent. When Uncle Bona Malwal and Gordon Abiy Makwaj and the other leaders of Southern Front got the opportunity to participate in the government, they recommended three people. And these recommendations show that Bona Malwal is a nationalist. He's someone who looks beyond his tribe. He looks at all South Sudanese across the board, treat them with respect, and treat them with dignity. So their recommendation was, they recommended Kalaman Umboro, who became the first South Sudanese to be appointed as the Minister of Interior in Sudan. They recommended Isbun Mundiri, who happened to be from Equatoria, and also they have recommended Henry Paul Lugali from Bari. Although Southern Front was predominantly, at least the leadership level, was predominantly dominated by the Dinka community, when it came to the appointment, those leaders, Uncle Bona Malwal and others, decided to accommodate their brothers and sisters across South Sudan. They did not even appoint anybody from the Dinka community to join the government. That leadership shows that those of Uncle Bona and those generation were looking at South Sudan as a whole. They were not looking at the level of the tribe. Now, here are the few attributes of Bona Malwal. Bona Malwal, across the board, from north to south, from east to west, is well known among the academia and among the professional as someone who is courageous, someone who really doesn't entertain anything but the truth. And one of the example that was highlighted in the document issued by the UPA was the fact that during South Sudan national dialogue, all the South Sudanese leaders who were getting advice and recommendation from the people of South Sudan was very clear to the people of South Sudan that the problem of South Sudan is a leadership failure and power struggle. And as a result, our citizens from the grassroots, from Bahr Ghazal, from Upper Nile, from Equatoria, all of them recommended that their solution will be for President Kiir and his first Vice President, Dr. Riek Machar, to step aside. Unfortunately, it was not an easy decision, but unfortunately, nobody listened. But what was very difficult at the beginning, who among the leaders of South Sudanese who were part of national dialogue that was willing to take this recommendation directly to President Kiir? And Uncle Bona took those recommendations and went to President Kiir at the State House in J1 and told him point blank that because you and Riek Machar have failed to unite the people of South Sudan, the country is suffering. Please make sure that the message of the people of South Sudan it is that you, President Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar, need to step aside. And that message, unfortunately, President did not accept the advice of the round of the resolution of national dialogue, And I'm sure one of the things that Uncle Bona died and he was disappointed was the fact that the resolution of national dialogue, which is his last political achievement, was not implemented. Uncle Bona is a highly intellectual South Sudanese who cannot sleep without reading or writing. He is not only that, but is known with integrity, compassion, and wisdom. Honorable Bona Malwal professionally is a first-class generalist who used the power of pen to fight for the independence and struggle for South Sudan. Uncle Bona Malwal is an author who have written so many books on national issues in Sudan and South Sudan. He was first South Sudanese to become a minister of information and culture. Let me conclude by sending a message to Twij Mayadit and Ajangkwaj specifically that we need to thank you as a community for giving us someone like Bona Malwal, who dedicated his entire life for the struggle of the people of South Sudan. And for us, we know you as a community of Twij Mayadit, who always give us an amazing sons and daughters who can contribute so much on national issues. For example, your community came Commander Carbino Kwanyin Bol, who started the revolution of our second revolution, the SPLA in Bor in 1983. And also from your community came Dr. Jason Yanyarob, another elder who contributed so much on issues of struggle in South Sudan. And even during Anyanya 1, also from your community, the Twij Mayadit community, came Duangarob, who was also an amazing leader that has done so much to the people of South Sudan. And during the SPLA, you have seen many sons and daughters from Twij Mayadit, including Commander Mainil Ayuel and many other that I cannot mention here. The list is long, but I want to take this opportunity to thank you as a community for giving us these sons and daughters from Twij Mayadit who have contributed so much into the national issues for the people of South Sudan. And this is a huge contribution that we appreciate. May Almighty Lord rest Uncle Bona Malwal in eternal peace. Thank you very much.